You've been lied to about where you should be traveling, and it's costing you time, money, and better experiences. The places everyone tells you are paradise are getting more expensive, more crowded, and somehow less enjoyable. Meanwhile, some of the best travel destinations on Earth are being completely ignored because they're not trending on social media. So today, I'm ranking travel destinations not by beauty, but by how bad and good the hype matches reality. These are some of the most overrated travel destinations people keep recommending, and I'll also be highlighting some of the most underrated places that quietly destroy them on value, experience, and sanity. Let's start with the overrated ones. The first destination on this list is none other than Hawaii. Hawaii looks unbeatable on screen. Volcanoes, beaches, waterfalls, perfect sunsets. It feels like the definition of paradise. But the moment you land, the cost to experience gap becomes obvious. Flights are expensive, accommodation prices are extreme, food costs feel disconnected from quality unless you're spending heavily. Hawaii charges luxury-level prices, but gives you a surprisingly narrow experience. You need a car for almost everything. Island hopping is expensive and inconvenient. Spontaneity disappears fast when every activity needs planning, reservations, and money. You're not paying for better travel, you're paying for the brand of Hawaii. It's not a bad destination. It's just no longer worth the premium when so many places offer more for less. The next destination is both Koh Phangan and Koh Samui. These islands became famous during a very different era of travel. Back when Thailand was cheap, quiet, and under-touristed. Today, they're victims of their own popularity. Koh Phangan is defined by the full moon party, exciting once, but disruptive every other time. Noise, crowds, and inflated prices shape the entire island. Koh Samui markets itself as luxury Thailand, but often feels like a resort bubble surrounded by traffic and pricing that no longer matches Southeast Asia value. Beaches are crowded, food costs more than it should, and the cultural depth people expect from Thailand is harder to find. Thailand itself is still incredible. These islands just aren't where the value is anymore. Now let's talk about places no one is screaming about, and that's exactly why they're incredible. Our first pick of underrated travel destinations is mainland Malaysia. Mainland Malaysia might be one of the most underrated travel regions on the planet. It's modern, efficient, affordable, and incredibly easy to move through. Kuala Lumpur offers world-class food, reliable transport, clean infrastructure, and high-quality accommodation at prices that feel frozen in time. Penang is quietly one of Asia's best food destinations, blending Malay, Chinese, and Indian cuisine better than almost anywhere else. The Cameron Highlands give you cooler weather, nature, and calm without being overrun by tourism. And Malaysia has something most destinations don't: ease. English is widely spoken. There's no constant bargaining, no chaos tax, no feeling of being drained just to exist there. Malaysia doesn't shout, it delivers. For the next underrated travel destination, we have chosen a country in Europe, and that is Slovenia. This might be the most quietly impressive country in Europe. Slovenia offers alpine lakes, medieval towns, vineyards, caves, and a stunning coastline, all packed into a country small enough to explore without burnout. Ljubljana is calm, clean, and genuinely livable. Lake Bled looks unreal, yet still feels peaceful outside peak hours. You can ski in the morning, swim in the Adriatic in the afternoon, and be back in a historic city by night. Slovenia doesn't overpromise. It doesn't oversell. It just works, and that's why it's still affordable. Travel isn't about chasing hype anymore. It's about return on experience. The places dominating your feed aren't there because they're better. They're there because they're easy to market. When you look beyond the top 10 lists, a pattern shows up fast. Less crowded destinations consistently deliver lower costs, longer stays, and better day-to-day experiences. In many underrated regions, accommodation costs 30 to 50% less. Food prices drop just as much, and you're not fighting crowds for every view or meal. And that changes how travel actually feels. You slow down, you explore more. You stop optimizing every hour. The best trips aren't built around famous names. They're built around places that give you more time, more freedom, and more space to enjoy being there. That's return on experience, and that's how you travel better. If you like travel theory content, consider subscribing, and let us know in the comments which destinations you think are overrated, and which ones you think deserve way more attention. We'll be reading all your comments